Alzheimer Society has historically had some very siloed data which we recognised we weren't getting the best of for the organisation and for our mission to be help and hope to people living with dementia.
Our data was really siloed into individual systems. Then people were really complaining constantly that we couldn't marry our data up, we couldn't join it up. And it meant we were really limited in our analysis of data and what we could do. We could look at very thin slices or narrow slices of data and do some analysis there, but we couldn't get a more holistic picture. And people were always wondering, how many volunteers do we even have? And that was kind of our key challenge at the beginning.
We have our technology teams, but we're not the experts in these kind of areas of technology. So it was really important for us to find and work with a partner that could help us get the best out of the technology. And Simpsons have been that partner for us in the data warehouse.
They understood the challenges, they understood why we wanted to do this, and they shared our vision.
Simpson Associates is a data analytics consultancy and managed service provider. We help organisations harness the power of data for good. And for us, that really means bringing data to life and really finding that data that exists across those organisations, bringing it together and then being able to put it in the hands of people that can affect change.
They've really provided us the expertise to see us through the design and the implementation phases and potential problems that we hit to get us through those, but also in understanding our needs as a charity. The components that make up our data warehouse come partly from Microsoft, come partly from other companies like Civica, and actually Simpsons provided that kind of glue to help us bring those together and get the best out of them.
I think we've been able to deliver on time and at the expectation in terms of the deliverables from the data platform. We've been able to do it only because of the clarity in vision from the customer, their trust in our platform, and our excellent partner in Simpson Associates when it comes to design and delivery. There was a really thorough assessment of the Azure data platform and what key technologies and capabilities would align with the strategy that the Alzheimer Society had.
I think the data warehouse really helps the Alzheimer Society understand the data that sits across all these different source systems. Being able to produce a master record for each data set, it cannot be underplayed how important that is. I've actually heard it said that the type of insight that we're able to produce now is possibly the best insight that's ever been produced in the society as a result of the data warehouse.
Our work meant that for the first time we're actually able to understand our volunteers and we're able to put some figures to our assumptions. I guess the more we're able to bring volunteers in and keep them engaged and give them the right opportunities, then the more passion they'll bring to their roles, and that's what ultimately will help people with dementia.
All charities need to make best use of the charitable funds that they have at their disposal, and key to that is leveraging the power of the data you hold. It's the lifeblood of an organisation. It gives insight, it gives energy, it gives that direction to a charity's objectives.
The future goal comes down to being a data-driven organisation, just like in other sectors. So again, bringing data together means we gain a more holistic understanding of the people we currently serve, as well as the gaps of who we don't serve.
We're on the cusp now of being able to share the insight that the data warehouse is able to produce to staff across the society.
I think we recognise that this is really only the first phase for Alzheimer's. This is about getting a key data set together, and once they have that data set, they can start building on that, bringing other areas of the business and the organisation into the application so they can continue to capitalise on the foundations that have been put in place.
It gives us the capability, it gives us the engine, if you like, of the data warehouse, where we know now that we can bring data into the data warehouse and we can get usable business results out of the back of that. We found Simpsons to be, they've been a really good partner to work with, genuinely.